Hello, family. Thank you for coming over to the house tonight. And just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the SK beat. We're kicking. Just kicking. Just kicking. Okay, you don't come to another episode where we're going to be asking the question of, why you telling my business? Don't be telling my business. Why not? Because a can and a can, a can, and a wheel. Now we're off to... Hello, everyone. Hello. And I am so glad you are here today with me. And you know we're going to talk about something and everything. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully each and every one of you all are doing fantastic. Welcome back. That's the next thing I have to tell y'all. Welcome back, and welcome back to the channel. Then you had to come over here. They sure did. But you were like, let me go see what they're talking about. I know she ain't talking about nothing but a piece of shit. But it's something. And I'm going to go on over there and get me my little kikis and my little ha-has. Okay? But don't forget, as you come into the house, or when you leave in the house, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Come off that fence, come off that curb, come from in the bushes. Just come on into the house. And I say welcome to my YouTube family. Okay? But as we always have to say, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. You know I like the comments, even though y'all be coming for a sister, but it is what it is. That is my channel. Okay, that's my original channel. And this is my second channel. All right? We need you all to go over there, do your thing, subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow. All right? But we know we have to use this fair disclaimer act. Everything we doing over here is alleged. Alleged. Get it into your mind. Everything you hearing over here at the house is alleged. Okay? Because we don't know nothing to be factual, because we too sorry to go into, just to go into investigating the situation. Unless it's just one thing that just picking at me, just gnawing at me, and I have to go see it for myself. But then that would be an exclusive. Okay? So, we don't get too much into those, but we got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. We got to get into it, because this person that we're going to be talking about, child, I can't keep it undercover any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to have a conversation, and why don't we get right on into it? Hello, family. Thank you for coming over to the house tonight. And just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the SK beat. We're kicking. Just kicking. Just kicking. Okay, you don't come to another episode where we're going to be asking the question of, why you telling my business? Don't be telling my business. Why not? Because a can and a can, a can, and a wheel. Now we're off to... Hello, everyone. Hello. And I am so glad you are here today with me. And we're going to talk about something and everything. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully each and every one of you all are doing fantastic. Welcome back. That's the next thing I have to tell y'all. Welcome back, and welcome back to the channel. Then you had to come over here. They sure did. But you were like, let me go see what they're talking about. I know she ain't talking about nothing but a piece of shit. But it's something. And I'm going to go on over there and get me my little kikis and my little ha-has. Okay? But don't forget, as you come into the house, or when you leave in the house, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Come off that fence, come off that curb, come from in the bushes. Just come on into the house. And I say welcome to my YouTube family. Okay? But as we always have to say, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. You know I like the comments, even though y'all be coming for a sister, but it is what it is. That is my channel. Okay, that's my original channel. And this is my second channel. All right. We need you all to go over there, do your thing, subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow. All right. But we know we have to use this fair disclaimer act. Everything we doing over here is alleged. Alleged, alleged, alleged. Get it into your mind. Everything you hearing over here at the house is alleged. Okay? Mm-hmm. Because we don't know nothing to be factual because we too sorry to go into, just to go into investigating the situation. Unless it's just one thing that just, just picking at me, just gnawing at me. And I have to go see it for myself. But then that would be an exclusive. Okay? So we don't get too much into those, but we got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. We got to get into it because this person that we're going to be talking about, child, child, I can't keep it undercover any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to have a conversation. And why don't we get right on into it? Kimora Lee Simmons. That's who we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to insinuate, which is allegedly, P. Diddy, did you have something to do with that house fire? Because she knows a lot. She knows a lot of what Kim Porter, your ex-girlfriend, and 3 times tried to marry wife. Kim Porter. She's right now telling Kimora. And some girl, I think, named Erica. And she wrote a book or something. Either or, it doesn't matter. Did P. Diddy start that fire? Man, P. Diddy got everybody scared down in L.A. But anyway, I get this story from People magazine. Her house actually did get caught on fire, but it seems like it started by the fireplace. So maybe somebody was just being a little, uh, they weren't being careful enough. Because that's where they were trying to put out the fire. It wasn't like it was on a big house fire where it engulfed everything, as far as, the house itself. But like I said, this seems like it was a, um, a fireplace fire that got out of hand. But anyway, People Magazine wrote it up for us. Esker Wildcott is the one who brought it to us, okay? They titled it Kimora Lee Simmons Says House Caught Fire. Thanks Fire Department, who quite possibly saved their lives. Okay, Kimora Lee Simmons is feeling very grateful after experiencing a near tragic incident at her home. On Saturday, the entrepreneur 48 shared that her house had caught fire in a social media post that included images of first responders and the damage caused, as well as confirming that her family is fine. She thanked the fire department, who quite possibly saved her family's life after coming to the rescue. My house caught fire. The kids and I are all fine. Simmons wrote on her Instagram story as she posted a photo of members of the Los Angeles Fire Department standing in front of a smoke-filled fireplace at her home. Okay, so I'm like, why do celebrities or reality stars or models or actresses love to post stuff on social media? Especially something to that degree. Can't sometimes stuff happens to them and they just don't report it? You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy because my theory was P. Diddy had something to do with it. And then when I saw the actual place that they were surveying the damage, it was a fireplace. So I'm like, how much can you do to cause a fire in the fireplace? Weird. That's all I can say. Weird. I hope they weren't cooking in there, roasting and toasting marshmallows. Um, but you never know. You just never know. She said, I can't express the deepest gratitude to the numerous battalions, ladders, and units that attended to us for many hours today and quite possibly saved our lives. She continued. She's saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Simmons representative and the LAFD did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. And one of the photos, a former model shared for Los Angeles Federal Fire Department. Members were in full gear as they stood in front of the fireplace filled with smoke in what appears to be a lounge area in Simmons' home. Carpets were rolled back and debris covered the area around the fireplace. The model mom also posted several other photos showing the Los Angeles Fire Department in action as they tackled the fire in the smoke-filled room. Okay, y'all can definitely see what she was talking about. Maybe it started by itself and nobody was in the room, and when she came to the room, it was just engulfed in flames. So that's what I'm thinking that possibly happened. But anyway, Simmons' mom's of 5 children, daughters Ming, 23, Okoi, 21, shared with ex-husband Ronald Russell Simmons, son Kenzo, 14, with ex Demond Hanasu, and son Wolf, 8, with estranged second husband Tim Lassner. She also has a son, Gary 10, whom she welcomed via adoption in 2020. Her family home incident comes after she spoke to people in May about life as a single mom and the challenges of joys that come with it. Okay. Being a single mom, I think about my kids all the time, and that's it. My kids, their friends, my other kids, I have a lot. Simmons told people, my kids' smiles, I feel like that's the work that I do every day to keep that smile on their face. And again, that smile means so much. Okay, I'm a single mom of 5 kids, and I know how hard it can be, and I don't want to start crying, but it's Mother's Day. I know how that feels like to raise your children and to get up every day and only care about them, she continued. And it doesn't matter if you're rich and famous or you're this thing or this singer, that singer. At the end of the day, you're a mom and you're a cousin. You're an auntie, you're a family member. You're a community person, a caregiver. You're just there trying to make everybody or everything come together. Okay. So that was pretty much it. Kind of cut and dry. But I do or can tell you there is some theories going on out there about what could have happened. And not necessarily saying it was an accident. You got P. Diddy people saying P. Diddy may have had something to do with it because about she knows a lot about some things that P. Diddy probably will not want to come out on him at this time because they sure are riding him real bad. I mean, whatever he knows or whatever he had people privy to seeing, it's a hot mess. It is a hot mess. But like I said, don't seem like it was too much damage. I think it just probably scared her to come into a room that is considered to be a lounge room, and you just see, flames shooting from everywhere from your fireplace. Now that can be a little frightening, and hopefully she had like a gate that protects, the marble of the fireplace for it to be coming out. I think that's what that protective screen is called. I know it ain't up there for no decoration because I have one myself by the fireplace, but I never use it. And the only time I think we used it is when a bad snowstorm, an ice storm had came, and the lights were out, and we were trying to use the fireplace. And honey, it did not get this whole house because we have an upstairs and downstairs home. It did not. I repeat, it did not warm up with just one room, and that was the room that the fireplace was built in. That heat did not come up to upstairs to us. It did not. Because you get tired of sleeping on the sofa. You get tired of sleeping on the floor. But when it's ice cold, it's like you have to go and pile in one room to stay warm. And I don't know, everyone experienced that type of ice storm that came through. I forgot what year it was. But it was when I had my own daycare at home and I was keeping kids. I think our lights were out for 5 days, 5 straight days. We only had the sunlight or what little light because it was an overcast of clouds. You didn't have the sun. Sun never peeked in or out on us until like that 5th day. And then that weekend it started to really thaw out. But honey, I'm getting tired there, y'all. But y'all get down in them comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Because I've been looking on the, what do you call it? On the social media. Just trying to be nosy. You know I'm nosy as hell. And you can't mind my business. Because, I be hearing things. I be seeing things. I'm like, but wait a minute now. What P. Diddy got to do with this? And, from what I was being told, P. Diddy is got a lot of folks on him. A lot of folks that, like, you need to pay me. Because I know what you don't want people to know, if y'all get my drill. And they probably like, P. Diddy said, how much? And they gave him a price tag. And he probably like just said, go tell on me, hell. Because I ain't got it. I don't have it. And I was like, go ahead, P. Diddy. If that's the case, you better come up with something. Because somebody's coming for you. And they gonna want what they want. And if your secret needs to stay safe, you have two things. You can pay them or you can get rid of them, like some people say you have done in the past. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So what is the tea? That's what I want to know. What is the true tea? But I don't think we will ever know. Because everything that's out there is it's allegedly. Allegedly this, allegedly that. We really can't get the full picture because P. Diddy is definitely not saying a word. It's like mom is the word. You ain't saying nothing. You don't make sure you don't talk to nobody about nothing because he's definitely in some trouble with the law. And he may have to how we say, you may have to start paying people off behind closed doors, is what I'm saying. 54 years old running around here acting crazy. And 50 Cent over there talking about him. 50 Cent always been on P. Diddy's neck. Ever since he asked P. Diddy, ever since P. Diddy asked 50 Cent, P. Diddy wanted to take him shopping. And of course, being a man and showing, his arrogance, he said, you ain't gonna go, no, you ain't taking me shopping for nothing and nowhere. Because 50 Cent thought his mind frame was, he ain't no woman. You can't take him shopping. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he went with it. And he like, Puffy a little fruity, if you get my drift. All right, he swings the other way, not the female way. Wanting to have a relationship. He preferred the male company. But then we had P. Diddy having to have to step down from Revolt. I know y'all didn't know that. For those who don't really watch social media or care about social media in any shape, form, or fashion. But yeah, he's a part of the Revolt organization. And they were like, no. For $25 a month. I'm sorry. We can't do it. We can't have you in control. We don't want you in control no more. some, I think Macy's actually stopped carrying his merchandise as well. It's crazy. It's crazy. People love you when you're up, but when you're down and everything is very confusing, it's like, wow. It's like, wow. But let's see if we can get this blogger by the name of Fumi. Check her out, Fumi. Middle name is Desalu, Void. Well, not hashtag, but a little space, then void. Or a little dash and then void, VOLD. She's talking about P. Diddy a little bit here and there. And we'll just listen to a little bit of it.
We just have to manage. It is what it is. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are you? How are we? My name is Fumi Desalu. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. When I tell you that this is the grandiose downfall of one of the biggest celebrities, most powerful, influential across film, across music that I have seen. I read the announcement that Puffy had been taken down as a CEO from his network Revolt. I almost felt sorry for him. The cannabis industry is exploding nationwide. Attorneys were really brilliant. They didn't sue just Diddy. They sued his corporations.
They sure did.
And they sued his corporations and sued in her capacity as an employee. When you do that, it triggers commercial liability insurance.
Yeah.
And it triggers another policy called directors and officers. Okay, and we know he's a director of these companies as the CEO. So now you got two policies. What happens then is it takes away Puffy's ability to settle. It's not his choice no more.
So it's no longer personal accountability. It's his organization.
It's his organization. And it's no different than like if you hit somebody with your car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have State Farm. Mm-hmm. State Farm gets to decide to settle, not you. You could say, I didn't run the stop sign. That's not true. They're lying. If State Farm says we don't care, that's it. That's what happened here. So because they added those claims, the corporate insurance carrier got to say, read over it and say, oh, hell no, we're giving her the money.
We're hearing you. Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And if he wants to be able to leave anything to his children, he needs to walk away from all of these corporations.
Damn, he can no longer be the head of his corporations.
Well, remember, didn't I say directors and officers liability?
Yeah.
More than likely, what will happen is those insurance companies, they have the ability to say, we won't renew your policy if he continues to be a director. That's it.
What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? P. Diddy has to let go of all of his companies. He has to let go of all of his businesses. Remember I told you when he had his head in his hands. Because at that moment in time, when I tell you, he was having phone calls with his publicists, with his managers, with his agents. All of them came down. They had a board meeting. They were in this big conference room where he was FaceTiming all of them like this. I promise you, I tell you, maybe not even FaceTime because he don't want to see nobody. And they all sat there and they said, for these other businesses and companies to thrive, their insurances, their licenses, they've got to push you off the boat because we are not the Titanic. We are not going to sink with you, Puffy, because you had all of these freak-offs. No, because you know what? There are people that earn their livings. They earn their living, they support their family from these companies that we kind of just gave you a name to because we know that you don't actually create the drink alcohol brand of which you're attached to. We've got to get you and take you
off. And so, yep. You know how they do at the boat, the pirates. Why am I laughing? Take you right to the edge of the boat. You sign your last rites and they kick you off. Starting with revolt. Oh, bless his heart. I know that touched him. Revolt, Diddy steps aside as chairman of Revolt in a temporary move. What a lie. They will never see him there again. Diddy steps down as chairman of Revolt. The company now releases a statement. Sean Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Yeah, our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt. One that is not driven by any individual. Translation, kind of have to vote you out because you are no longer a leader.
Or
that is painful. You're no longer a leader, Puffy. But by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advancing, elevating, and championing our culture. And that continues. It was here during you, Puff, when you're having your freak offs, and it will be here after you have left, fantasizing about your freak offs. These companies have to survive. As if that was bad enough, here come Capital Preparatory School. Capital Preparatory Charter Schools announces the end of their partnership with Diddy. Following our comprehensive evaluation, a decision has been made to end the partnership between Capital Preparatory Schools and Sean Combs. While this decision was not made lightly, we firmly believe it is in the best interest of our organization's health and future. Dr. Steve Perry, founder and head of schools, Capital Preparatory Schools. My God, this is what is going down left and right. As if that was not bad enough, here comes 50 Cent. 50 Cent says he offers to buy Revolt from Diddy following the recent news of him temporarily stepping down as chairman. I'm serious. Call my phone, he says. Then he goes on with the look. I buy that from you, Playboy, for the low because you know Cadillac and AT&T are gonna pull out. I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me, then we can be friends. I'm serious. Call my phone. And then he attached bronze cognac and then some leche mindori. I guess maybe those are the associates, letting him know that, you know what? Hey, I'll buy it. Puffy and 50 have been having some kind of feud. I've noticed that 50 Cent is the only one that gets away with this rudeness with Puffy on a regular. He posted Puffy with his jeans down at some kind of club party. We don't know what that was all about. But 50 seems to have just sat down for a very long time, waiting for this opportunity to come and present itself to him like a hot-cooked dinner. Because he knew that the time would come. Because he knew Puffy was becoming reckless. Puffy was becoming careless. All of his allies, all of his aides. It's a terrible situation, I'm telling you. They kind of all brought Puffy down. Because in you keeping quiet, in you pretending that you did not see, there was going to be a time when something was going to hit the fan. Remember, I told you that life has a way of self-correcting. I bring all of this up to say that never, ever, these are to all my boys, to all my men, to all my brothers, never underestimate the power of a woman. You do, and you will pay dearly for it. I promise you. We are the most vicious creatures on this living green earth. that you will ever meet. The cobra is not as dangerous as us. They're not as poisonous as us. Look for any snake. They're not as poisonous as us. You look for any animal out there. They're not as strong as us. Because when I tell you that we can endure, we can sleep with you the night before. We know that you're going to be hung to dry 8 a.m. the following morning. We are capable, we are able, we will look into your eyes like so, and we will be relishing in a couple of hours when you meet your end. This is what Cassie did to Puffy. Cassie did not only go after him, she went after his companies. Companies are what? They're insured. If you go after companies, they have to take care of their assurances. Hey, if your partner... If you go after companies, they have to take care of their assurances. That is what Cassie did. Cassie was an employee of Puffy. Yes, he signed her to 10 albums. Please, when you're not with me, what are you talking about? 10 albums. I only heard one song. And so the company...
Child, Puffy just in it, honey. He got people knowing dirt on him that's ready to spin and what not spin, but spill out on him. He got personal people coming for him and his businesses. And who's to say he didn't set that fire? Drop something down the chimney or whatever.